Hello everyone, my name is Jason Leong, and today I'll be going over my web app called the Bookdock. So to reiterate some parts of my web app from the midterm, I'll be reviewing what Bookdock is and what it's all about. So the Bookdock is a website that will provide UH students a platform to exchange and sell their books. One of the things I noticed was that the UH bookstore sells books for absurd prices, so this is a cheaper alternative to that. So this app is useful because students that are done with their course don't know what to do with their books. So instead, they'll have this book doc solution where they can go and sell and give it to someone else who could use it instead. There are many book exchange websites out there, but one of the things I feel Bookdock can do is create a tighter community within the UH campuses so that the students can get in touch with each other to make the transaction much easier. So what is the audience? Who is the audience for this web app? This web app is for college students who don't want to spend a large amount of money for a book in the bookstore. What are their needs? They want a cheaper alternative to getting the books that they'll need to get through a course. How will it benefit each of the classes? Well, college students are tight on cash, and this website will help provide a place where people can sell or buy cheap books and won't hurt them in their education. So the goals of the app is for users to be able to post books that they'll be able to buy, sell, or trade, as well as look for books that they may need for their classes. So when users post a book, an image will be posted next to the title that's parsed through Amazon, and users will be able to search for books that they may need that's available through the site. The objectives for this web app is to create an easy-to-use interface, make it easy for your college students to get into the website and get out as quick as possible because they probably have a really busy schedule. So I want to keep it as simple as possible. So the process should be simple yet effective. It should provide useful functions to make searching easy, and there should be easy communication between buyer and seller. So some of the functionalities that will be provided is a viewing page for all the books that are available for buying, selling, and trading, a search function to simplify and search through all available books. It will have media through images of the book that the user inputs with a title and be parsed through Amazon to get the image, and a function to add a new item to the marketplace, and there will be a sign up and login page for users. So for the media, there will be pictures to help users easily identify the book that they're looking for, and there will also be video for a tutorial for users to buy and sell books. So the frameworks that I'll be using is I'll be using HTML and CSS for the front end. I'll use Bootstrap Semantic for styling, and for the back end, it'll be MySQL and PHP. So the structures and resources. Currently my web app is being hosted through Heroku, and the files are hosted on GitHub. One of the neat things that I did was I created a hook on the GitHub so that whenever any changes were made through GitHub, the files would be pushed into Heroku as well, so I wouldn't need to push twice to GitHub and Heroku. I'm using a ClearDB MySQL add-on for Heroku so that it's my backend for all the data that I store. I'm using MySQL Workbench to visualize the tables and the data. And I'm developing through Atom, which is a text editor and which is pretty useful to edit all my PHP and HTML files. So the code is on github.com/jleong8/bookdock. So I'll click on it here, and you can see here's all my current files that I'm using for my Bookdock site. Next, we'll be talking about some problems that I've encountered while developing the site. One of the things was parsing for an image. So initially I had planned to use Amazon to parse for an image and display it to the user, but that changed a little bit. So instead now I'm parsing through a search engine called Bing. So now it'll take the user's inputted title of the book, and it'll do a search through Bing Images, and it'll display an image of that title there. Searching database and returning the results to the page for the users. That's not complete yet, but I'm working on it, and that's currently a problem I'm working on. And displaying the books as cards. It was kind of tricky to display the new data that users inputted as cards, as the styling got weird, and I started mixing PHP and HTML code, which got kind of messy. So what are some things I want to add for the future? Currently, I'm using a random 6-digit number for my book ID in the database. This could be an issue, especially if this were released to the public and I start working with a lot more data, because this could lead to colliding IDs. Unless I do check for an ID in the database, there's potential where two of the random numbers could collide with one another, and that could cause an issue. Another issue is I run out of numbers. 6 digits may not be that much, depending on how much data gets used. I could run into issues really quickly if there's large scales of data where 6 digits of random numbers could quickly be used up. I want to create more of a dynamic website where it automatically displays new content. An example of this would be like Twitter, where new posts would be updated on the page automatically. That's something I would probably want to work more towards if this app were to be released later on. Another issue is multiple people could potentially buy the same item at the same time, because this isn't that much of a dynamic website at the moment. People could potentially check out at the same time and lead to issues there. And the card styling also tends to go out of line when the title is too long. So we'll be going over the user interface design as well as doing a demo of the website. So currently this is the landing page. The link is right here, bookdock.herokuapp.com. So we'll do a quick run through. So first we can sign up. I'll ask for email, name, and password. So I'll just type in my email here. And then do my name, Jason Leong, and my password will be password. We'll submit that there. And then that'll bring me back to my landing page and I can log in. And then we'll do that. And here we'll log in. So this is the landing page once you're logged in. This is the home screen. So this part hasn't been completed yet, but this would be essentially your dashboard where you have your wish list of items that you may want to look for. Here's the sold books if you're a seller, and messages for any messages you may receive from other buyers and sellers. We'll skip the buy for now and go to sell first. So here you'll input the book title and author and year of the book. So here I'll go and I'll choose this one right here to test. So I'll type in The Fault in Our Stars. And then the author is John Green. And I'll just put a random year here. Submit. So now the book has been added into our database. So if I go to buy here, these three are the old data that I had inputted, but you can see here this is the new one, The Fault in Our Stars, and you can see that the image has been parsed through Bing images, and this is the returning result. As you can see, it's not that perfect because you can see that it doesn't take up the entire card, but that's another issue that will need to be worked on later. But this one fills out pretty good with Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So later on you would be able to add to the card and checkout page isn't completed. And then here we have the About Us page. So here I just have a filler video right now, but eventually I'll put in like a tutorial page, tutorial video for users to look at and understand how to buy and sell their books. So that's my current website at the moment. So I'll show some code. Here I am developing on Atom. So we can look here on buy.php. This is the code, and here's the part where I get my do my parsing for Bing images. So you can see here, here's the URL, and we use PHP curl to download the web page, and it does a parsing for an image. So here you can see this is the key phrase we look for, and we store the output, and the output gets put into this part over here as an image source, and it displays as a image later on in the website. We got a couple other pages here, the style, CSS, the sign up page. So this is all used using PHP and MySQL backend. So I'll show my database here quickly. I'm using MySQL Workbench. So as you can see here, I have two tables set up currently, books and login. And here we have my books table. If we run another execution, you'll be seeing this fourth entry here that we just added, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And here's the 6-digit book ID that I mentioned earlier. Now here's my login. So we'll go back to my slides here. So in conclusion, I'm still currently developing the website, but as you can see, there's a working demo where you can buy and sell and view the different books that are available in the market. So Bookdock is a book exchanging marketplace that targets the UH community, and I'm targeting the website to be simple and elegant and try to make the process extremely easy and intuitive for students to use. And that's my Bookdock website. Thank you.